In the context of the program here in Motala, the focus of attention is to create opportunities for young people to access full-time sport in respect to training and competition, but at the same time provide opportunities for them to access distance education as a way of them being able to enter what we would call a dual career pathway. That dual career pathway is meant to create conditions where those individuals have both a plan A within the sport and a plan A within their time spent building a career. And from that point of view, we intersect both of those two things together so that they can continue to be a part of the game, be it on or off the field. The IFA's core mission is to make sure that young people have the very best opportunities to continue to be a part of the game and a part of sport. And so actually beyond that, they themselves develop the values and the competences necessary to be able to impart that experience that they have on what will be the next generation, be it that their own children or children that they lead within a sports related environment. As a result of core values, we focus very much on the emotive elements of the game. We really encourage young people to explore themselves and each other at an authentic level in which they are able to work towards developing skills that are very much about how you become a world-class human being. A dual career safety net program looks like one where you're able to bring the very best components of education to support the needs of an athlete that's really interested in continuing to focus on a career in sport. Be it that they are an athlete playing at the highest level, or if there's someone interested in utilizing their time playing to continue to be a part of sport within the longer term. Now, the notion of a dual career format itself is to consider that there are components of both studying and playing that can come together to create a balance within life, not just within a career or within study, but life in general. So it's about almost also generating a culture of practice or best practice that allows these young people to really squeeze out the most that they possibly can from their time within sport. And again, like suggested with the previous question, the idea is that those individuals formulate their interest in sport to the degree in which they can transfer all of that knowledge, skill and wisdom and experience onto the next generation. The beauty about education is that if it's orientated the right way, it can not only add value in terms of your experience and what it is that you need to develop skills within life, but it can really enhance your time on the grass as an athlete when you're able to clearly identify the types of practical theories that are out there that can be delivered on the grass. So if, for example, I'm learning how to be a coach, then the emphasis of my part in learning how to be a coach in the classrooms, I'm able to then impart that knowledge and skill onto the grass, be it that I'm an athlete being influenced by my coaching experiences, or if I'm able to impart that on the athletes that I work with. Fundamentally, actually, now I think education has a real big part to play in enhancing the experiences you have as an athlete and actually giving you the knowledge and the skills necessary to really raise your game. A typical day for our athletes here in Motala is one where they wake up and they're obviously motivated and prepared to go into a full-time environment of activity. That activity can range from gym-related sessions through to meditation and yoga, through to mentoring sessions, through to being on the grass individually with the coaches and on a one-to-one level. And even obviously from that perspective go into a competitive format with one of the local clubs that we work with to provide football related opportunities. It also looks like engaging with GCP, who are a phenomenal organisation that we work with. But it also looks like workshops that we've been able to provide, such as speaking to heads of elite performance at universities in the UK. It's also about us being able to provide well-being related services that are connected to making sure that these individuals can cope with the demands of being a part of what it is that we offer, which is a blended range of education and high performance related activities. So the interesting thing about the mentoring sessions is that fundamentally they're there purely to give space for the individual to articulate themselves and give us an indication of how they're feeling. But what's been really interesting is that as a result of the building of mentor to mentee relationships, what you have is you have now a safe space for these athletes in particular to express themselves in ways that they've probably never been able to do before within a sporting environment. The really fascinating part about that is I think that we're starting to get a huge level of substance out of the individual's experiences in the way in which they're kind of now drawing narratives from their time as athletes and as children, and putting them out there for us to be able to help them navigate and understand the experiences that they have had and the reasons for why they are here with us now. And that's the mentoring in a rather large nutshell. It's a very intriguing space that's essentially a psychologically safe space for young people to come in and present who they are authentically. So they access a range of different services that come from ourselves and as well as our partners. So again, it's sports science related services, nutrition and high performance workshops. On that basis, they access catapult vests. So in respect to tech and wearables, they have daily access to that in order for them to be able to decipher what it is that they're doing and to kind of get to grips with seeing the data behind that. They also get access to a high quality standard of coaching and support from our UEFA licensed coaches within the program itself. Plus they get access to being able to support community-based initiatives, so work-related opportunities, internships, that kind of thing are also an active part of the service range that we offer. We're very proud about the fact that we can diversify the range of experience that these individuals have through the services that we provide, and we're very innovative and very flexible in providing the right type of support for the individual at a bespoke level too. So not every athlete gets the same thing. It's very much focused on the bespoke elements of helping the individual, but at the same time they come together to be a part of something that's profound at the group level too. So typically what we're looking at doing with the IFA is essentially creating an incubation space. And that incubation space is not to keep them here forever. We have a mission to make sure that these young people have the capacity to stand on their own 2 feet and move forward in the best way possible on their own terms. Ownership and autonomy is very, very much what we want to deliver and support. What we do though is we are in a position where we can help signpost. So we signpost them to performance-related environments such as football clubs, but we do also have the capacity to provide pathways into universities and other educational establishments. Even getting involved in our European Union projects means that we can actually signpost them towards organisations that want to provide them with work experience opportunities. So from here, they have a small window of time to spend with us, and we obviously are very keen to have them here longer term if they would like to be. But our ambitions are to make sure that these individuals can spread their wings and fly from our organisation in a very balanced and fulfilled way. I think what's been fascinating about the partnership with Wolverhampton is that I think Wolverhampton, from the international perspective, have bought really into what it is that we represent. We're not just your average academy that's really looking to utilise a brand for selling sake. We are very keen to add huge levels of substance and value, and as a result of that, Joe Hunt, who's our guy at Wolves, has really bought into the idea that we're really trying to make football a space where it really does what it's supposed to be doing, which is setting the foundations for a life not just in sport but outside of it too. Wolves are a world-class organisation, and we're very, very proud to be able to have that relationship. And it's obvious that they operate at that level as a result of having a world-class mandate for services they provide their players and their staff. And as a result of that, we want to echo that too and see them as a role model for the types of things that we want to do in the future too. So we're very proud about the partnership, and we hope that Wolves are also incredibly proud about the partnership as well.